Well, I think there's this incorrect view that people have that you can only make your life a success if you're a doctor or a lawyer and you have to be rich and whatnot.
99 FM. This morning is particularly special, and for MYD Smart this morning we're calling on all high school learners who would like some insight into possible careers. If you would like to learn more about a particular job, or you have absolutely no clue what you want to do for the rest of your life, then the Delta Career Fair is for you for sure. And this morning I'm joined by Anitta Calitz, who is a teacher and organizer of this incredible fair, and one of her students, Alegria Abel. And they are here to tell us more about this great initiative that may have the opportunities you are searching for. Good morning to you two.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
We're doing fine.
Thank you so much for joining me in studio this morning. Don't be nervous. It'll all go well. Let's go. Let's get right into it. Now, briefly explain the career fair. What is it all about? What is the career fair?
All right, so there was an implementation of the new syllabus, the AS level syllabus, which is very academically demanding. And during parent evenings and during a board meeting, we discussed that we should probably host something that's more targeted towards grade 11s if they don't make it into AS levels, and then also to give the grade 9s an opportunity to see what they could do and make the right choice for their subject choices for grade 10. So that is sort of how the career fair came about. Last year it was a lot more practical based, so we had the City of Windhoek emergency unit there, so you could dress up in the firefighter suit and put on the oxygen tank. We had the hospitality and tourism faculty of NAS there, so and you could make some crepes and things. So it was very practical based last year. And then obviously the smart kids all requested they want to see doctors and lawyers and engineers, so I am trying to cater a bit more to them this year.
And that brings me to the next question in terms of the objectives of this event. I mean, you mentioned that you're trying to, steer the kids into the right direction. Is there anything else, and what do you hope to achieve through this great initiative?
Well, I think there's this incorrect view that people have that you can only make your life a success if you're a doctor or a lawyer and you have to be rich and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the time the kids are very honest. Even in grade 12 they don't know what to do, and I'm always the first person to say take a gap year. And they said no, my parents would never allow that to happen. Mm-hmm. But I myself took a gap year when I finished high school, and it was an amazing opportunity because I was doing odd jobs, and then I au paired and I traveled through almost most of Germany, and it really helps you to grow up and then make the right choice later in life. So I want to it's also an opportunity for other smaller businesses and companies to also get a bit of limelight. So I want to show them what opportunities there are in life, and that you don't always, I mean, nothing wrong with doctors and lawyers, mm-hmm. but we do also need chicken farmers, and he was there last year actually, mm-hmm. very interesting. So it's just to give them a bit more perspective
and
on what they can do.
And expose them a little bit on so many other things to do.
Exactly.
Let's get to Alegria here this morning. What type of companies and organizations usually take part or participate in the career fair?
Okay, so last year we had a lot of traveling companies like lodges and companies such as Gondwana. Mm-hmm. But then this year we're focusing more on the academic side of education. Mm-hmm. And so this year we have the Humanities and Arts Department, UNAM, and the Engineering Department of NAST, the Gap Year programs. Mm-hmm. That is the Labyrinth year, mm-hmm. the Gap Year, mm-hmm. yeah. And then we have the Deloitte Grant Thornton. Mm-hmm. I apologize. Mm-hmm. And then we also have the Ellen Gray Orbis Foundation and the Tattoo Mary, mm-hmm. spelled with a 2. Mm-hmm. This is a tattoo artist, mm-hmm, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Herbalife. This company basically comes and hands out samples of their products, mm-hmm. and their like such as teas and new shakes. It also creates business. It also opens business opportunities, mm-hmm. and it allows sign-ups for grade 12, so AS, for future use. And then we also have NUM-BTS, who come and test our blood and see what blood type you are, and also test if your blood is healthy or not.
And I think that is quite important. And this brings me to my next question. I mean, you were part of the career fair last year as well. And how has that influenced your subject choice when it comes to what you decided to do for this year?
Okay, so as a kid in primary school, I always wanted to be a doctor. But then coming into high school I was a bit confused, basically. I didn't know what I wanted to be anymore, and then I took accounting as a subject, and I learned to love it. And then all the thoughts of being a doctor just left my head. And then I was contemplating on whether I should still go for being a doctor or I should now follow the path of being an accountant. Now, last year's career fair helped me make the decision on what I want to become. And last year we had F&B there. So I went to some of F&B's employees and I asked them, like, how does being accountant or how is it to be accountant? And they said it's kind of an exciting job. And and I also just love accounting. It's I love working with money. And
you're the money guy, huh? You're the money guy. All right, and I think that is quite important to be exposed to the different kind of career choices. And I guess also, like you said, Anitta, it's not just about the rich in the lavish life. It's really about finding your happiness and finding your purpose in all of this and trying to seek a career. Finally, how can students follow up with the specific companies or recruiters after the career fair?
Well, a lot of these companies, they obviously provide pamphlets and posters, and I know I spoke to NUST yesterday, they are even bringing application forms, not just for the engineering department, but for the entire university, so the grade 11s and 12s can already sign up there. And I have obviously plugged them a bit on social media and whatnot, so they often stay in touch as well. I think they, at their stalls, provide enough information to the learners to already give them contact details and whatnot, but normally the learners can also follow up with me. Alegria also only just mentioned a couple of the companies coming. We have almost about 30 people coming. F&B will be there again. We also there's a lot of people from last year that are not going to be there, but so we have a lot of new companies, but all the same. And then also I think there's 2 companies that are offering career guidance in general as well. So in case I didn't cover any bases, they are there.
So let's say I am from a completely different school and I am seeking an opportunity to see if, maybe something I would interest me is there. Am I welcome to come as well?
100%. Last year it was my test run, so I wanted to keep my test subjects close to home. This year it's open to the public and free entrance. We will have refreshments that are sold, and the LRCs are selling food as well, and we will have some kapana, thanks to Dolce & Gabbana. So 100%, it doesn't even need to be learners. If you want to change your career now, come and have a look. So definitely open to anybody, and
that will happen at your school premises?
Yes, Delta Secondary School in Olympia, close to where Vermont Brock is.
And the time?
We start at 9 o'clock, and normally it ends about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Okay.
It depends when the vibe dies down.
If you have your kids who still don't know what to do with their lives after school, maybe you should just drag them there, find some time, and just go see what ignites them, and you'll see the light in their eyes. Thank you so much, Anitta and Alegria. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you
good
for
luck
having
for
us.
Tomorrow's event.
Thank you.
That was it for this morning on MYD Smart. You're listening to Adora on 99 FM.
99 FM's
MYD Smart.